Dubcnn-TV.
Dubcnn.com here with Fabolous in Denmark. What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Just had a great show. Copenhagen showed a lot of love.
Man, I just want to get back, like, when you started up, how did you fall in love with hip-hop back in the day?
I really just heard the music, man, and you know, ever since then, it was infectious to me, and I've been wanting to be more. I became more and more interested as I heard more and more music, and you know, how I became a rapper was just being a fan of the music, and you know, getting more and more into it. I started wanting to be a writer, like writing. I wrote the raps down, or the songs that I would listen to. Then that graduated to me actually transforming somebody else's rap into my rap, like putting my name where their name were, and you know. And then I started actually formulating my own raps, and you know, and it was such a hobby for me because I was such a fan of the music. I actually wasn't even running around trying to like do talent shows or anything. I just loved it. It was like my own personal little hobby.
Was it hard, like, staying away from the streets and making enough money on
the street still was there. I mean, musically I wasn't making any money. I didn't start making any money musically until I actually got my record deal. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was going around. I had met a few people who was telling me they could get you into the game. So you know, at first there was a couple of people going back and forth with that, but pretty much wasn't really making any money. Like all the money I made was just within the streets and doing what I do to get by, hustle and bustle. You know.
And you know, you signed to Electra Records, and Nate Dogg was on that label back in the days. And you guys worked on a few songs. And what was it like recording with him?
It was great. You know, Nate was, you know, he could come up with these incredible hooks, joints. You know, I mean, a lot of that West Coast sound, you know, the early '90s that came from Nate Dogg's hooks that he put together. So, you know, one thing I did is I got my first single was Can't Deny It. I got Nate Dogg because I wanted to have a mixture of both our kind of flavors, his West Coast flavor along with my East Coast flavor, and mesh that and make a joint that could be universal for, you know, East and West Coast.
Yeah. Are you aware of Nate's personal situation?
I've heard some about, you know, of course, you know, I wish him to get better and any sickness, and wish him to be in good spirit and health. Hopefully he goes well.
And you know, hip-hop has changed a lot. People using a lot of R&B hooks nowadays is more common than back in the days. Are you able, like, do you want to do something like go against the norm and do like a next single, like Breathe?
I mean, I switch. I go back and forth, you know. Of course, I've done Breathe. When I do mixtapes, you know, I have more street hip-hop oriented tunes. The album, sometimes the singles just get put on there. Though some of those singles have R&B influenced hooks, you know what I'm saying? Because the singles are more of those songs that you try to reach a broader audience, you know what I'm saying? Melody is something that's very catchy to a broader audience. The average hip-hop fan doesn't always need, you know, melody. They just want to hear some good beats and great rhymes, you know, great format of a record, which, you know, something like Breathe. And, you know, when you want to touch a live audience, and sometimes that R&B feel or that live hook can take you there. So, you know, I bounce back and forth in both of those worlds, you know what I'm saying? I've had singles with those singing hooks, I've had some that haven't had just regular street.
Yeah. When's the new album coming?
New album I'm about to start working in June. I'm looking to maybe come. I got a lot of material gathered up, so I'm looking to maybe come Thanksgiving. If I don't, I probably won't come until 2011.
Yeah, we plan on working. Looking up
I don't know. I haven't, you know, I pulled a lot of beats. A lot of the guys I've been pulling beats from recently was like all new hungry guys, you know, not big names, not the big names. Not to say that they're not hungry anymore, but just I just wanted a fresh sound as well too, you know, and that's something that people could stereotype because they know the music.
And a lot of people, you know, use this gangster image. They portray the gangster image, some of them are not gangster. How do you feel about that? Like, it's kind of common right now.
I mean, certain people, you know, I can't speak on really what other people portray, you know what I mean? Of course, I encourage everybody to be be themselves and, be true to you. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people have a little gangster in them anyway in certain times and points in life. But, just be you, just be real. I think it's in your artistry and your work shows that people connect to that, whatever you are. When you're trying to be something that you're not, a lot of times the real people can associate and see or recognize that. So.
Right. And for the last question, I work with a lot of youth in Sweden, people that are struggling in like the worst neighborhoods. I was just wondering if you could talk to them and tell them some advice and for like just say something.
Well, most advice I can give them is to stay determined and focus on what they want to be in life. Coming from a poor environment or a background doesn't stagnate you from being what you want to be in life. Sometimes you can even use that as motivation, like, I want to get out of this place, so I gotta do something better. And always remember that. And there's many things that happen, and you can see right in front of your face, and you see change, and you see things that you thought couldn't happen. In the United States, we see Barack Obama as the president, and that's our first black president. And that's something that people thought they would never see, and it's happened. So, that whole situation is a message of hope, a message of determination and focus.